Welcome back, everybody, to a splendiferous episode.
Fuck yeah.
Of the Morning After Pill Show.
Yeah. Splendiferous.
We are Chris and Victor.
Yes, we are.
I almost said Christopher.
Because that's what you are.
Yeah,
you're not Christian. Maybe if it needs to be clarified.
No, but why the fuck would I say Christopher? That just don't even make sense. Like, I don't introduce myself to people as Christopher. So why the fuck would I say it on my podcast?
I don't know.
It's just it fucked with me for a second. So after I stuttered and finally got it out, it's Chris and Vic, bro.
It's Christopher Robbins.
There's no S. It's Christopher Robin, Dick.
You're Robbins.
No, I'm not Robbins.
You're being difficult. Well,
you're saying the name wrong.
Yeah, I did. Thank you for.
Yes, should I call you Victor Mendoza?
You can.
Oh fuck!
It wouldn't be correct. I'm with you on that. It wouldn't be correct.
But you don't get irritated like I do.
No, not over little shit like that.
Yeah, it's the little things that set me off.
I noticed.
Yeah.
We have on this episode today Mr. Funny Man, Dallas Vann.
Dallas Vann, the funny man.
Yeah. The guy's, he does a lot of shows at the LOL Comedy Club here in San Antonio, Texas.
Represent.
Represent. And right now, just like everyone else during quarantine, actually, he's got a day job. He's working. He is motherfucking essential, which, by the way, makes me feel like crap right now that I'm not considered essential.
I hate that they say that shit because it makes me feel like I'm not important at all.
Well, I mean,
I used to get people drunk for a living. I feel like that's fucking essential.
Right, but now Specs is doing that.
Yeah.
Name drop, shout out Specs. No, yeah. Sponsor us. Somebody that's still working, please sponsor us.
Yeah, for real.
For real.
Anyways,
no, we had a good time. It was a good episode. For some reason, I don't know if it's being on the show or if it's just the type of people that we meet along the way, but porn.
Yeah, this episode is like 100% sexual content. Like from the very fucking get-go to the very end. And it's like nonstop sexual
and content. I didn't initiate it this time.
No, I don't think neither one of us did. I think Dallas just kind of went off and was like,
I liked it though.
This is
the podcast.
Yeah.
This is the podcast. It was perfect for what was going on. I know.
I think the only one we didn't talk about porn with recently was it Neil? I think even Neil brought up porn with cam girls and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
God, we're just never going to get away from it. We're going to be associated as like the Morning After Pill Show porn talk.
Yeah, dude, our videos can be uploaded to Pornhub.
Fuck yeah.
Let's just do that.
We should.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, people are going to be like, Morning After Pill.
I think you can get monetized on
dude, people are going to be like, Morning After Pill, and it's just going to be our fucking faces. That doesn't stop people from wanting to have sex. I don't know what will.
The Morning After Pill makes people want to have sex.
That's true.
Right? We never talk about it. It's our name, but we don't represent.
I know that fucking pill's expensive, so it makes me not want to have sex. In these times of crisis, I can't afford.
Yeah, you can't afford that. So what are you doing later?
Prevention. Huh?
What are you doing later?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Not having sex. You're actually
not.
You'll be contributing to that idea.
Not doing shit.
So I was in the middle of figuring out what Kingdom... Fingering?
Okay.
Figuring out what Kingdom Hearts character I was right before you recorded. I never finished it, but some of those questions were pretty deep. You know, there's nothing going on.
You were doing a questionnaire to find out what Kingdom Hearts character you are.
Yeah. It was for a free t-shirt.
For a free t-shirt?
Yeah.
That's worth it.
Yeah, I think so.
Free shit's worth it, dude.
Free shit is great.
It's like just worth it.
You know what else is free? This podcast on Apple. And if you're listening to it...
On Apple?
On Apple, on all that shit.
You know what else is free?
If they're listening to
Giving someone a fucking rating and review.
Subscribing takes little effort.
Like none whatsoever. Like you're just going to click one extra button through the whole entire process.
Absolutely. Oh, man. Especially now with Quarantine Cast and all those podcasts. Subscribe to those.
Yep.
Barbacoa Core. You have Problematic. You got On Wax, the podcast. You got, I want to say, what's his name?
It's hard, I know.
Yeah, there's a few of them on there. It's the Extra Large podcast, that one.
Yeah, I always fuck up that name.
Bobby Max, Extra Large, something podcast.
Yeah.
There's a flyer. We've posted it on our social media.
Everywhere.
All of them are here. They're all from here in San Antonio. On Wax is about sports. Represent. And, I mean, it's got to be pretty interesting what he's got to talk about right now because he's still putting out episodes and they're not about sports.
Like flashback episodes?
I don't know.
I'm going to have to look. I'm going to have to listen.
We're going to have to do best of later on.
He needs to get me on there so I can talk shit about my Redskins.
Yeah.
Or praise them, depending on how they're doing, which...
To talk shit about the Redskins.
With the last, 20-year track record, it's probably going to be talking shit. But I still wear it with pride.
That's signed, too. I can't believe you're even wearing it.
By 4 different players. None of them still play it for him.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe you're wearing that hat.
I don't give a fuck.
Like some fanatics, hardcore fanatics. Yeah. One of the 14 of them would be freaking out right now.
Yeah, there's 6 diehard Redskins fans still. My brother's one of them, so there's technically 4.
What?
Not including me and my brother. There's
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
Math, bro.
I don't know. I don't know what you were doing. Sometimes you're hard to keep up with.
Yeah, I know.
Your mind moves a lot faster than your actual reactions.
Yes.
Inside your head, I imagine it's a super highway of all kinds of information and all kinds of things.
Yeah, but I draw a lot of blanks, dude.
And then, when it's about to hit the exit, they all get into a car accident.
Yep, they're all like, and I'm like, rabble.
Yeah. Or nothing. You freeze up. Just chill out.
Yep.
I do it too, though.
Yeah, zoning out's fun, though.
What?
Nope.
Exactly.
Anyways,
I say right now is also a good time to talk about your ball care.
Take care of them.
Take care of your balls.
You should do it with Manscaped.
That's right.
.com.
With Manscaped.com, you can get yourself the
Lawnmower 3.0.
Yeah, and the Perfect Package 3.0, which includes the tote bag. You got
ball toner,
the crop preserver, and the crop reviver. Yeah, it's deodorant. It's a spray. Definitely refreshing. I want to say the smell. And actually, I'm not going to lie. You could probably use it as a cologne, and that's not that bad.
Just because you're stuck in your man cave does not mean you have to grow a bear-sized bush.
That's right.
On your testicles.
That's right.
Do something nice for your wife or girlfriend.
I think so. It makes sense to me. And this thing right here is super efficient when it comes to cleaning up down there. I mean, it could be a wild forest down there, and this is gonna
thing would fucking handle it.
It's going to handle it, and you actually might be in a little bit of awe. I also found out I did find out waterproof, and it's very easy to clean, by the way, because I didn't clean it right away, and this one's actually very clean. So,
all right,
you can just keep that thing free of the pubes. But go to manscaped.com. You get 20% off your purchase. 20% off. That's a lot. That actually is a lot considering the price of that. You're going to save 20%.
Yeah.
With promo code
MAPS.
MAPS. MAPS at checkout. Get yourself the Lawnmower 3.0.
So fresh and, in the words of Outkast, so fresh and so clean.
Fuck yeah.
On with the episode?
On with the episode. Ladies and gentlemen, Dallas.
Enjoy the extremely sexual, probably one of the most sexual episodes I think we've ever had.
You know what? He tells great stories.
He does.
He has some really good stories on here. It was actually really good to have him. It was badass stories.
We're going to learn a lot about him.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dallas Vann.
Dallas Vann.
Messenger to reach out to people. I figured it'd be easy for people. And I guess it is easy, but
it's
instead of going through all these different channels and shit, it's
no, definitely. As long as you guys can hear me and all that stuff.
Yeah, you actually
we can hear you. We can see that shirt.
Yeah.
Plug that shirt.
Wuhan Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
I fucking love that shit. And yeah, dude, those came out quick. That was right before we all got shut in.
Yeah, I had the idea pretty immediately, and I was like, there's no way somebody's not going to have this soon. So I ran with it, and I was like, I got to get these made. So now I only wanted one shirt, and now I have 24 that I have to fucking sell. Spent $300.
I got you, man. I got you. Once
you
I'm making money
again. We could have just put it on our store.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. But yeah,
like that. Sell it on our.
guys want to hustle these shirts for me? We got them.
You know what? We'll put them on our store, but we'll give you that proceeds. We just want like $1 each. How's that?
Got
sound?
you. Whatever y'all want, man.
And then all they do is they get printed out and they get sent out to whoever wants them. And now you don't need 24. You can sell like 1,000.
Yeah, that's right. After yeah, I heard y'all guys were talking to Zach Dixon about that.
Yeah. I know. I don't know if he ever finished it up or had it going through, but yeah, that's how we do it. We don't have any shirt storage right now.
We'll have to reach out to him, Zach, see how he's doing with that.
Yeah, and it's nice, man, because it goes in. The little package has our name on it, the logo, and the shirts come out nice. I'm not wearing one now, but they are nice.
I definitely. I need to holler at Zach. I was supposed to do his podcast too, but this fucking quarantine, I did eat some shrooms the other day.
How'd that go?
I just tripped balls in my house.
Fuck
I went downstairs, and my mom and my aunt were playing dominoes, and she's like, "Why are you laughing?" I was like, "I ate mushrooms. That happened." And she was like, "Stop lying." And she came upstairs because I was listening to Led Zeppelin full blast.
That's
just laying
great.
on my floor. And she's like, "Are you really on mushrooms?" I was like,
Quarantine, ma.
"Yeah."
Where aren't you on mushrooms, Mom? I thought we partied together.
Yeah,
Like, don't worry, yours will kick in soon. Did you enjoy your tea?
Did you like your
that
tea?
Did you like the chocolate I got you?
Let me just make you guys something to eat tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
and
dose
then,
your
if
mom.
y'all didn't know, if you eat 1.5 grams of mushrooms and then take a whippet, it's like a DMT trip. Everything goes all fractal. The room gets all weird for like a minute or two. It's great. It's
You
one of
just
the greatest
gave
things.
every listener an idea.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I know. If y'all guys are bored, the head shops are apparently essential because they're all still open.
Ours. Oh no, the head shop
Yeah, you
we
can't
haven't gone
close
to,
that,
but
dude.
my
That's
vape
essential.
shop closed. Fuckers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The head shops are still open, man. You can go in there, and
I wonder how many people have been gotten like so fucked up that they like tripped over their bong and broke it, or like got stoned on the couch and forgot they were sitting there and stood up and their pipe broke. Like you gotta have that shit.
It is
it's essential, man.
It's
People
essential.
need to smoke weed in their house.
Or you can just buy a really cheap piece at any like.
Did
like
you load
little
up on
bodega.
plenty of stuff before all this was over, or just yeah?
That's what I do, bro. So,
We're good then.
You think
I'm
comedy's
fucking
paying the
prepared,
bills?
bro.
No, sir.
Comedy pays bills.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
got.
you guys get paid for it?
I got bows on bows on bows. Who needs it? What quality you need? I got it all. I got wax. I got everything.
Damn, we go to weed college.
This motherfucker went to weed college? Yeah.
Just give me the highs, man.
So we were talking earlier. You said something was in the works. So are you able to talk about it yet?
Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever it is. So I was talking to you. Had Davey on.
Yeah.
I know that. So we were just talking about doing we're talking about doing something where we can get a bunch of the comedians together and do some sort of online, like maybe bits. And what I suggested, because I know how this works, like I know how we all interact, and I'm like, we should just make it like a giant roast battle. Not even roast battle, just get a couple of comedians on and just have us start talking shit to each other, because that, as sad as it is to say, is the funniest shit. Like, it's really hard to convey bits. Like, for me to do my act here, you know what I mean, is really hard. But if you had 4 of us that are really close friends just up here talking shit about each other and like riffing on and just talk shit, that is hilarious. And David was like, well, I don't know if it can be all that. I'm like, okay, let me tell you this. World Star. Why do we go to World Star? Just to watch fights. What is the most interesting thing on Facebook? Reading comments of people just arguing and going, like, that's what's entertaining. Like, nobody wants to.
It's because we love conflict.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's the whole reason why we watched Jerry Springer. That's the whole reason why we did that. That's why Cops was so popular. It was great to see someone get wrestled to the ground for a gram
live
of weed.
PD.
Yeah.
Live PD.
Dude,
I mean,
fucking
that's
parents are all about that.
You want to see who's on drugs and who's getting arrested and why and how they
Exactly.
react. That's the best fucking part.
I want to see my neighbor in
So
action.
if you can have a bunch of us,
He was just telling me about that too. He said it was going to be like a big conference call almost.
I was literally on the conference call with him before when you messaged me. I was on the conference call with him and fuck, who else? I don't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll find out later.
Yeah.
We got a few ideas. There is some potential coming up soon for me, so we'll see how that goes. We're looking at like possibly taking tips like fucking cam girls. So, but I'm with you on that, man. Like writing or doing your bit, like right there, like where you're sitting, it's not going to deliver the same. You're not getting any interaction or anything like that. So it's going to be kind of weird. So I figured you almost have to do, like if you're going to write it, you're going to have to write it specifically to be fucking for that.
Yeah,
it can't go.
I feel like if you're gonna do it though, instead of doing it live or like that, you'd have to do like an audio. You know what I'm saying?
There's different options.
Yeah,
because I feel like
100%.
It'll make you too awkward to do it with like no audience whatsoever. But if you're doing it as like with like microphones or anything like that, it'll be a lot easier to. You feel a lot more comfortable and you'd be able to do whatever kind of bits you wanted.
Go on the radio, bro.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: it's like these interactions can be funny.
Yeah.
Only because it's like if I can make you laugh, I sort of have a gauge of it.
Yeah.
But when it's just you talking out,
nobody.
like half of my stand up is based on like the audience, like interacting with the audience, doing like crowd work, sort of like if I say something that I didn't even mean to be funny necessarily, like it wasn't something that like a tagline or something, I'll say things sometimes and the audience laughs, and I'll just rip off that and I can fuck with people back and forth, and then that makes other people laugh. So that's why I was thinking if we could just have like me, Joey Smith, like I thought like Debo would be great. Just have a couple comedians like Chris Breckel that are like Zach Dixon, like guys that are quick-witted and really don't have souls. Like we don't give a fuck. We'll say whatever. Like we'll say horrible things to each other and just like it's fucking hilarious. But we don't like none of us are gonna get mad about it.
No,
we're not gonna
just
we're
be
not
a group
gonna,
roast.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like and it can be also an idea of like if we have a topic or if we have a show or if we have like for instance Tiger King, everybody's watching it. Everybody is on Netflix.
Still haven't seen it.
And what's that?
I still haven't seen it.
Dude, I started watching it last night. Had to end before the first episode because it's just depressing. I'm like, wait, what? Tiger getting fucking abused and people making money off it. And they're like, yeah, but it's crazy. And I'm like, I'm locked up right now in my house. I don't want to watch animals being locked. It's depressing. Like, I don't get it. But if you had us all sit down and riff on it, like if we all watched it and then we just sat there and round tabled episode 1, it's just we're gonna say some funny shit about it, and it's gonna be weird, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of how it goes. So that I think could work. Just getting some funny people together to talk shit. But as far as like the bits and all that shit go, I just don't know how that would work out. I was thinking about reaching out to LOL and being like, hey, reaching out to Kevin, the GM over there, and being like, hey, man, like,
hook it up.
Would you be interested in promoting something? Like,
that's not a bad idea.
Let's get all the LOL comics together, and let's do something promoting the club, because right now the clubs are stagnant. I mean, the club's out of money. You know what I mean? They're out of like everything's done.
Yep.
Yeah. So
that's
like
they're not getting a whole lot of money later on too with that stimulus package. They're getting some, but it's only enough to help the employees really.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that. And so it's like, you know, if we could do something, I don't know if we could go as far as to doing something from the club, like just a few of us, like 9 of us, the right amount. Just doing something from like the main room. If we broadcast it from there, just us all sitting up on stage talking shit and riffing, promoting the club. And then we could literally start doing like, hey, like in between bits, be like, hey, this show got rescheduled to this date. Don't forget this show's rescheduled to this date, and promote the club at the same time as we're giving content. I don't know if that's something they'd be interested in. I mean, we could do it from home, we could do it whatever, but the LOL is, I mean, whether anybody wants to admit it or not, I mean, it's the most important asset we have here in San Antonio. I mean, that's all we have. I mean, we have other rooms. Like the Tiger is a fantastic room, but it's a very tight knit. It's a small organization.
Yeah.
The fucking LOL is a lot of people's introduction to open mics, to stand up. Most people go there to see a comedy show, figure out there's an open mic, come back, watch the open mic a few times, and then that's the first place in San Antonio that I said a joke on stage. I went up there and did a bit and was like, oh shit, like this is awesome. And that's where you meet everybody. Everybody will say what they want to say. Oh, well, this room, and oh, but it's this room. No, at the end of the fucking day, LOL is I hate like the old manager Ruben used to always say, and it would piss us off, but it is true. Like, this is your sanctuary. This is where you come. There could be 100 people in an open mic audience, and they're all there for comedy. It's quiet. They're sitting there. They're listening. It's not drunk people in a bar heckling. It's like they're there to see young comedians work shit out. And then, whether you know it or not, the managers are listening. Like Kevin's in the back room with a mic.
Oh yeah.
With a speaker. He's listening to everybody, and if you do good there, it's setting you up for success. Like whether you think, oh, that was an awesome set, nobody saw it. They saw it, they listened, they're thinking about it, and then when shows come up and they've seen people grind it out there, that's when they're like, oh, hey, do you want to host? Do you want to MC? Do you want to, they start you out in small and you work your way up. But that's not happening at a fucking any other. Like I love one of my favorite open mics to hit is Oak Hills on Wednesdays. Carrie runs that. It's a great mic, but you're not getting booked at LOL from that. You're not getting anything big from that. You're not getting booked from the Tiger. You're not getting. Sometimes Kevin will go watch the Tiger and see, but you're not getting booked from doing Jokesters. Like I love Jokesters. I love Marsha, but like if you do good at Jokesters, you might get booked at Jokesters. Yeah. But LOL is like that's what everybody is waiting for because you get a chance to host LOL. We're talking 200-300 people are watching you, and I've gotten to do it a few times for like packed crowds, and it is a fucking rush. It's amazing. You're not going to get that anywhere else, and it's important. I think somebody should reach out to Kevin and see what he'd like to do. Other than all we got to do is podcast.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I have fun doing it, the riffing and all that stuff, but I do miss the mics, even the mics, the shows or anything like that. Like, you know what I mean? It is a different environment. Like we were just talking about with the whole like doing this little camera thing that we have going on, other than a podcast, doing your set there. It's definitely easier. Yeah. It's definitely easier to go on. I find you can do it in your underwear, but it's not recommended.
If the camera's angled right, who would know?
I've seen people do shows in their underwear, just regular shows at the Tiger.
Fucking
John Tuttle, I saw pictures of him in a fucking bikini.
Bikini?
Flattering. Very flattering. Nothing better than comedians scantily dressed, because comedians have the best bodies.
Yes, they do. All we do is work out.
From what I've seen,
that's it.
I don't go there for the comedy.
So you can always just kind of sell yourself on Snapchat Premium. I was just talking to somebody that has one, and she's banking right now.
Oh yeah, sex workers are killing it right now.
That's crazy,
Like,
man.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about girls that have like an OnlyFans, that's $15 a month, right? And I know some girls that have a 500 to 1,000 followers on there, people that subscribe or whatever. Because there's nothing like watching porn is great,
Yeah.
but when it's a girl that like or like you know what I mean, amateur, and she's like, "Hey, I'm sucking dick." He was $15 to watch, and I'm like, "I'll give you 20." Like, Jesus Christ, you poor thing. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
So
Real bad.
There's girls that are making like $15K a month, sucking their boyfriend's dicks. I mean,
Fucking yeah, that deserves a slow clap.
Bravo.
Wow, baby girl, get it.
It's just so much easier for chicks to do that, though.
Oh,
no chick's gonna pay to watch a guy jack off. That's what chat roulette's for.
Bro, and I'm a savage. I found out there's this old lady on. She's like in her 70s, and she's not too bad. And I was thinking about subscribing and watching her old ass get bugged. You know what I'm talking about? But
yeah, absolutely. You get a taste for that because that's all I can get.
Yeah. Seriously, I'm over fake tits, and I'm over well lit porn scenes. Like, I don't want to see well lit. I want to see stretch marks. I want to see shame. I want to see the look in your eyes the moment you realize, yes, there are 5 dicks you're about to have to suck. Not this, oh, I've been doing it fucking professionally, like 5
oh
dicks.
My God, I've been waiting for 5 dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see the look in the girl's eyes when she's like, oh, fuck, my parents are going to see this. And it's like, yeah, now I'm ready to
Her dad, at least.
Yeah, she's not thinking about her mortgage right there. For sure.
No, yeah, those girls that are like,
that'd be a pretty good motivation. Like,
yeah,
just gotta keep the house. Like, no. I need a roof over my head, and then
yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see a girl fucking hit it like a circus seal, just bop, 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 bop. Just thinking about paying, like, I don't know, next semester of college. Like, that's what I want to see.
Each dick you look at is a car payment or, a new dress, because their taste is going to just be fucking expensive after a while.
Yeah. You get a taste of that high life.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see the look in her eyes when she's like, well, this custody battle is going to get ugly. I'm going to need a good lawyer.
Yep.
That's what I want to see.
There you go. There's a great premise right there.
Yeah, like I've gotten on
because child support isn't enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't enough.
Like, I'm trying to take him for everything. I got to take everything of this right now. But like, I found out fucking Pornhub Premium is now free. It's only free for a week.
For a week, yes. We have no shame in admitting that, by the way.
I didn't know that.
But here's the thing. I've had Pornhub Premium for months. I mean, I don't beat my dick like a peasant. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I beat my dick like I'm better than.
So wait, what is the difference between Pornhub and Pornhub Premium? You just get more. You just longer videos.
You know when you're about to blow your load, right? And you sync it up with the guy about to blow his load on the chick's face, because we all do that.
And then it says,
I can't come if it's not at the exact moment he comes on our face. Well, you know how sometimes right when you're about to let your load out, the video just cuts and it's like bang butts, whoa, and then you blow your load into your toilet and feel shame instead of pleasure. You know how that happens to y'all?
Not often, no.
Oh, absolutely. I lose my wood if I see like the little like thing scrolling by that says you can watch the full version at.
Yeah, no, it's the full version.
I just highlight, you just do the search and you just go longest. You look for the longest videos and then that's like the easiest way.
I go down a deep, deep, dark road, and those honestly, like,
you can still do.
I cut back on masturbating because, I mean, it got to the point to where it's like, if I jerk off, it's a 45-minute ordeal. I call it an ordeal, because there's lots.
You have to make plans.
It's like a job.
Yeah, it really is.
Someone's like, "Hey, you want to hang out at 11:15?" It's like, I'll be busy until at least 11:45. Oh, what do you got going on? Just gotta beat it, and it takes a while.
Jerking off.
Yeah.
And like, it gets bad. Like, I get fucking my boxers get all sweaty. Like, I'm working out. Like, I gotta take those off. because I started edging. Somebody told me about edging, and I was like, what? What's that? And they're like, right when you're about to nut, don't. And then just next video. There's actually edging videos.
Yeah.
Those are legit, bro. They get like it's like works it up, and they have like a little timer, like beep, 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 and then right when it gets like beep, 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 it like cuts it off, and it goes back to like girls dancing or something. And I'm like, oh, spicy. And then it goes, but I mean, you'll be jerking your dick for a solid 45 minutes, and then you think you shoot a big load now. Wait till it backs up to the point to where your balls hurt, and then let it go. And yeah, it's.
You'll be able to shoot your shower curtains down.
Yeah, like have you ever had to put on deodorant after you jerk off?
Usually that shower.
You gotta get one of those little things that, like the little tin bullseye things. So when you, yeah, exactly. So when you hit like the back seat of the toilet, it's like a ding.
like I'm a fucking cowboy walking into a fucking
spitting
bar
a platoon.
1870s. Just kick open the two fucking shutter doors and butt jizz.
Oh, it'll be full. Yeah. It'll be full by the time this quarantine's over, for sure.
Oh yeah. Have you ever done the open mic at Oak Hills on Wednesdays?
Yeah.
You've done it. Okay. You know how they spin the wheel?
Yeah.
One of the things you can get on the wheel is a jar of cum.
What?
Yeah. That's one of the things is you win is a jar of cum, and they just end up getting.
Consider that winning.
Huh?
I don't consider that winning.
No,
isn't that more of like a punishment?
Well, you can grow people now.
I mean, if somebody handed me a whole jar of cum, I wouldn't even be mad. How are you mad at that? That's so impressive.
I'd be so irritated.
The fact that you remember, I wouldn't remember. If I'm about to come, I'll be like, oh shit, the jar. Like, and then I have to start over.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Like,
you just figured out how to edge yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you think, oh, I'm cool because I went to culinary school. Yeah? Okay, Gordon Ramsay, can you fill up a jar of cum? Like, that's what I want to see. That took time. That's like when I go to somebody's house and it's full of plants and all the plants are like alive and really, I'm like, bro, you put in work. Like, this is impressive. That's how I would feel if I saw your jar of cum. I'd be like, whoa, how did you? And it took time. You kept getting the jar.
You keep a log.
When people walked in and saw the jar. Like,
this jar started on October 29, 2017.
Like,
this
the
is the
full
oldest.
jar is impressive. A couple of drops in the jar, that's scary. That's when you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But you see a full jar?
Yeah.
But I think after this whole quarantine, I think that jar of cum might actually be a viable option. I think she might actually hand out jars of cum. Now, I guess it'd be more practical if they're the little baby food jars and not like a big mason jar.
Little Gerber.
Yeah, a little Gerber, jar. That's probably better. And if you could fill up a couple of those, you could give them out to people as presents. Like, can you imagine handing out jars of cum?
Yeah. I'd be super pissed if someone gave me a jar of cum for Christmas.
Christmas is gonna be lit.
I'd be like, dude, out of everything you could have gotten me, you just took the time.
Yeah,
I thought of you the whole time.
I mean, put work into it.
You just imagine though. You like, what if during Halloween instead of throwing eggs, it's like little kids stole like jizz from people's houses and just
it's got multiple uses.
They egged the people's houses with cum.
Yeah,
that would be exponentially funnier. Yeah. That would be something you would still be talking about 30 years later.
Toilet paper is being rationed like a motherfucker right now. So if you want to get to somebody, start getting some Gerber jars.
Let them know you thought about this. Every time.
I mean, with this whole edging thing, it might take me like 2 weeks to fill up the jar.
Hey, you're good, dude.
Not bad.
Halloween's not until October. It's only March.
I wonder how many jars of cum I could fill up by October.
I feel like that should be a personal goal you set for yourself during this quarantine.
Like, oh, you did sober October? Cool, bro.
I did jar.
Smashed up your fucking neighbor's house with cum October. You ever see Spaceballs?
Absolutely.
We've been jammed.
There's only one, man.
They're jamming our radar, sir.
Yeah, exactly. But with jars of cum.
Which one do you think is harder to get off, eggs or cum?
Ooh. Which
I can handle it if there's egg yolk on me, but if I know there's another man's semen on me,
yeah, like you wouldn't even want to wash your house; you just sell it.
Yeah,
dude, that's always my thing with gangbang scenes is I see these guys just throwing jizz around all willy-nilly, and I'm like, I know.
You're just thinking, man, you could save that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I'm like, bro, you saw her sucking my dick, and then you decide you're just going to run over and jizz on her face and jizz on me? Like, give me a little tap on the back. Like, hey, fucking back off real quick. It's like the other thing when you see
incoming sign.
Yeah, like when a chick's giving a double blowjob and she puts some bolt in her mouth and they touch tip. Do you think she discussed that with them first, or she just put them in that fucking situation?
It's like, just a surprise.
Like, now
you gotta look at the expression on their face and see if they're surprised.
It's always shoulder down.
That's
face.
How
you know.
It's always shoulder down.
Not true.
Yeah.
Probably because most of the time it's a surprise.
Do you think that's a real honest question I had for a while? I'm like, I wonder if this bitch let him know first. Like, hey, just so you know, I'm gonna be touching y'all's tips in my mouth. Which
just one guy's like, I'm out.
You're crawling up his. Look at him.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Yeah, we're done. We're done here. They're like, well, you're gonna get $5,000. Yeah, and nightmares for a week, at least a week.
At least a week. Yeah.
Every time I bump my penis against something, I'm just gonna be remembered to that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like bad enough when you're DPing a chick and you know that the only thing separating your dick and another man's dick is just like that much skin.
Yeah.
That's bad enough. But to straight up just touch them, that's not bad. It's just rude. It's just not proper etiquette. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got to leave the crossing of the swords to the people who own the swords.
Yeah, that's like on the level of rude of like sneezing and not covering your mouth in a public place. You know what I mean? Like,
or like turning towards somebody and sneezing on them.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what that is.
Yeah. It's almost as bad as people that talk on their phones on speaker in public places.
I fucking hate that. That is one of my biggest.
I do that at home,
I tell you that shit all the fucking time.
I do it at home.
It's different when you're at home though. But like if you're like at a grocery store and you're like knocking on a watermelon to see if it's ripe, and this bitch is like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this shit happened today. Let me tell you." And it's like, cool.
And here's the thing:
I don't know you. I don't want to hear about your fucking day. Mind your fucking business. Can't stand
Here's what else
shit.
I don't get. Isn't it louder if you put it against your ear? Like,
I think people are just lazy. People don't want to do this as opposed to like this.
Get headphones.
They don't have the wrist thing.
Headphones.
AirPods, bro.
AirPods. Like,
have you ever seen those people that have the AirPod in, but they're still on speakerphone? Those are the scum of the fucking earth right there, dude.
I didn't know those people existed.
Yes, they'll turn that shit off of their fucking ear so they can hear it on speaker. And
we should feed them Chinese bats.
We should feed them to
that's a good idea.
That tiger show and let their tigers eat good.
You gotta make them do meth.
Yeah. Yes, hold on. Fucking, where's my... Oh, God, you got me jonesing.
For porn?
No, I think he saw me smoking.
Oh.
Yeah, I went to go jerk off real quick. I was like...
We don't have 45 minutes to wait, Dallas.
Yeah, seriously, we don't have that kind of time.
Like,
that's right.
Is that a jewel?
I'm kind of better than the rest. Hold on, is it one?
Is that a jewel?
Are they touching tips?
They better not be touching in their mouth.
I touched the tips of my mouth. There's a black one.
You're no better than that gangbang scene.
So everybody here has heard Chris's, because it always just comes up a couple times, but your ground rules on gangbanging.
Won't happen.
It won't happen.
My dick per fantasy.
What are your ground rules?
What are my ground rules on gangbangs?
Yeah, I will only ever do like a reverse gangbang where it's nothing but chicks on me. That's like the only acceptable gangbang.
I'll look another man square in the eyes, and he'll be looking down, and I'll be like,
hey, don't break contact, bro.
I'll make eye contact and be like,
that's it.
I couldn't do it. I could not.
I'll laugh the whole time. I'll say funny shit to make them laugh and make it super uncomfortable. I'm a savage though. I'm a fucking savage.
Just lightly touch their shoulders as it's going on.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Just brush the sweat off of their forehead.
Yeah, throw them a towel. Yeah, dude.
You got this, champ.
I'll be like, great dick, bro.
just share a towel.
Great dick. You make me not even want to pull mine out. Like, your dick is so nice. But I'm confident in my masculinity. No.
I'm confident in mine too. I just really don't want to see
what you
another
like.
penis.
I get it. To some people, when you say that right away, you assume, oh, all right, he's sucked a dick before.
I mean, I've thought about it. I honestly, and this is fucked up. I see chicks.
You can blow kisses
in porns, and I'm like, what does that feel like? Like that must feel so weird. I don't even like brushing my teeth. Like I don't like brushing my tongue because I gag. But this chick is like, wah, wah. I'm like, whoa, that's weird.
So much porn references.
Oh yeah, dude. That's pretty much what the show is. We've always talked about porn on the show. Like this fits in.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely. Here's the thing. Okay, here's a question. And it used to be kind of a bit that I was trying to do, but I couldn't find anywhere to go with it. But like, I asked a homie one time if I could borrow his fleshlight, and I was like, I'll give it back. And he was like,
nope,
absolutely not. He's like, nope, you can't borrow my fleshlight. I was like, why? He's like, because I fuck it, and you can't fuck it. And I was like, okay, but me and you gangbanged a chick. So, do you think that's different? Like it went, I was in her, then you were in her. So it's okay to gangbang a chick, but it's not okay to share a fleshlight. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, your logic.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Well, okay.
Maybe he doesn't want his fleshlight to be a cheating whore.
Where my head went during that is if she's accepting gangbangs, she might not wash right away.
I mean, do you think a vagina just self-washes? It doesn't.
It doesn't. And if it does,
definitely off the pH. I'm telling you that right now. Like 2 dicks in there at once, and like I know I take like 3 showers a day. I just always have. I enjoy it. When I was in jail, I used to take like 5 showers a day, and each time I would go in the shower, I would yell out, "Not my water bill!" and then just go in and take showers. But like, I have so many friends that like. They're fucking they're just dirty, and they don't think they're dirty. They don't seem like dirty people, but you go to their house and you go in their room and you like walk in their living room and you're like, ugh, what's wrong with you? Like you put your penis in females and they know.
This is why I'm OCD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they know about it? Like they're letting it still happen after your carpet looks like
after that? It's like, what does your dick taste like? Dark chocolate and sea salt? Ugh.
Probably just like old Kool-Aid. You know what I mean?
Chicks like, that same piece of pizza's been sitting on that plate for like 2 weeks. Please tell me you shower.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. No. If they are
dude's like, hey, pepperonis don't have mold on them. That's fucking snack food later.
Bro, he jizzes on her. He goes to get a towel. He has to like pull the towel apart before he fucking wipes her up. The towel feels like a fucking piece of tinfoil. Yeah. No,
he's gonna come out with the bathroom mat, and he's like, "I ran out of towels, so here."
This is like the only thing in my house I don't come on. Here you go.
Yeah. Now it's. I heard a chick. She was on like TikTok or something. She was like, "Guys, you need to fucking know something. When you blow a load on a chick, get her a fucking towel. Don't make her get up and drip all over the fucking place." And I was like. I never knew that. I didn't know that guys didn't always do that. Like, that was the first time I ever came on a chick. I instantly felt bad and went and ran and grabbed her a towel.
It's like being at someone's house and, like, knocking Kool-Aid on their carpet. You're going to be like, oh, shit, dude, my bad.
Yeah. Like, I notice I do that all the time if I'm with the chick and I come on her. I get a towel and I wipe it up myself. I'll get into their ass crack and, like, start fucking getting in there and cleaning it. And it's weird how many girls are like, they're like thrown off at first. They don't expect you to do it. And I'm like, what kind of savages just blow a load on you and like roll over and go to sleep? Or just like
probably like 80%.
No, you guys are actually giving me a lot to think about right now. I've never done that. I've never wiped. I don't even think about that. Like once I come, I'm like nothing else matters anymore for the next 3 minutes, and then a whole new life sets over.
No, bro, you gotta wipe.
I clean up right away, dude. I'm like, all right, so we're done. So like, let's just.
Now I feel bad. Like
now I want to wash and clean.
I'm sorry, ladies.
The only time I won't wipe it up myself is when I come on their face, because then I feel like it's just a little weird. I throw them a towel like they just worked out. You know what I mean? I throw them a towel like they're getting on first class on a plane, just like, hey, you go, it's for your face. You know, like, get it. There's that.
Here's a hot towel. Would you like a massage?
Hot towel? I mean, the towel isn't hot now, but after you wipe what's on your face off, it's gonna be hot.
Like, just look at him and be like, I didn't want to fuck up your makeup.
Yeah. Oh, I did. Oh, I did. Dude, I was with one chick one time. Real salt of the earth. I mean, she used to do her makeup extra before we hooked up because she knew it was hotter when I saw it like drip down like she's a sad clown. Like nothing gets me fucking rocked up like just seeing straight mascara running down.
Like some
She
Heath
looks like,
Ledger Joker shit.
yeah, no, straight up like Beetlejuice, like
Okay.
fucking solid.
Fuck yeah.
It's great. Nothing makes me feel better, and I don't
Now I'm
know.
looking at that movie a whole different way now.
I
Oh
almost.
yeah,
Do you have daddy issues? Is that what it is? I feel like there's a daddy issue stemming there.
oh yeah, oh
Okay.
definitely.
Daddy
I
wasn't
mean,
there.
he was there. He was an asshole. He was there. I talk about that shit on stage. Like this, it's absolutely true. My dad, my
Yeah.
stepdad, and my brother all went to prison on the same day for different reasons. Like that
it's
happened.
it's
It was a
hard
real
it's hard
thing.
to it's hard to catch which bit is like from real stories or you just say it because it sounds right or it sounds like
No, they're
something.
all. I don't have
Yeah.
any. I don't have any bits that didn't happen. Like
Damn.
yeah, I went to Splashtown. Like that was my life. I went there all the time.
You
It
save
was
all those
great.
Coke cans for the fucking coupons and shit.
Bro,
That's
it's
for
been
Six
great,
Flags, bro.
right? Thank you.
Whatever.
Oh, it's
I
not
never
what-
went. I never went. I
The
never.
whole there's a huge difference between the two, bro.
Yeah.
Like Splashtown,
Correct.
I'll never be at. But Six Flags for sure.
Yeah, I never went to that. Like my parents, for me, my family took me to fucking Mexico. That was my Disneyland, my Splashtown, my Fiesta Texas. I never went anywhere, dude. All they ever did was just take me to fucking Mexico, and then I hated it. Like
I'm
I
white,
never
so I actually
experienced
have
all those cool
vacations.
things that some. I didn't even fucking go to Splashtown. Like
Oh, I went to fucking Mexico all the time, and which is crazy. It's another. I used to do this bit. And I'm trying to bring it back, but I got arrested in the San Antonio airport in front of my whole family going to Mexico
nice.
uh, for a warrant that had already been cleared. Like I missed court on Thursday. They put out a warrant for my arrest. I went to court that following Friday. So the next day I went to court, and the judge was like, there's a warrant out for your arrest. I could lock you up right now. Give me the whole speech. And I was like, yes, sir. And he's like, okay, but I'm going to clear the warrant. So some dumbass clerk didn't put it in properly. 6 months later, I'm going to Mexico here in the San Antonio airport,
Got a flight
and they
risk.
scanned my passport, and it just so happened to be a warrant roundup that day. So I don't know any of this. We're at the terminal. My mom, all of my aunts, all of my uncles, all of my cousins, my grandma, my 97-year-old grandma, right? We're all sitting there. And my mom had told me, hey, listen for your name because we might get upgraded to first class.
Oh, you got upgraded.
Oh, I got upgraded. So she was like, so listen for your name. So me, her, and my aunt are sitting down eating, and I hear Dallas Vann, Terminal 1. Dallas Vann, Terminal 1. I'm like, my mom's like, you got upgraded. I'm like, fuck yeah, I got upgraded. So I'm walking, and there's this cop, and he's like, hey, are you Dallas Vann? Now, backstory, years and years and years ago, one of my uncles was a really high-ranking sheriff in San Antonio, and he got murdered. It was a whole big case. It was all over the news, so the Vann name is really well known in the police, like force and all that stuff. So this cop says, hey, are you Dallas Vann? I think he recognizes me from the case. And I'm like, yeah, I'm Dallas Vann. And he goes, cool, don't put your hands in your pockets. I'm like, what? And he just grabs me and slams me against the wall, throws me to the ground. I look over, my 97-year-old grandma is literally on the floor crying, like, I need them now. And I'm like, dude, take me to fucking jail. So like we went, I got cavity searched in the back of the airport, which was dope. The dude, like, he put on gloves.
Was that like the best part of the whole experience?
Oh yeah, dude. He put on gloves and he's like, "Hey," he's telling the cop that like has me, and he's like, "Hey, let's go over here into this room. There's no cameras over there." And I was
Don't
like,
worry, I'll be gentle.
"Yeah." And I'm like, "What do you mean there's no cameras? Why don't you want to do it into the cameras?" And the dude laughed and he's like, "You don't want this on camera, dude." And I'm like, "You're probably right." And
He was protecting your O face. That was very nice of him.
he grabbed my whole dick and balls, right? Not through the pants, reached in my pants, grabbed my dick and balls, and just went like that. And I was like, dude, Awesome. But because the whole thing with my family and all that, I got out of jail in 6 hours. If you've ever been in jail, you know that's crazy. I was in and out in 6 hours on a flight the next day to Mexico. And now every time I go to Mexico and come back, I have to go through. I'm on a TSA watch list. So
do you wave to the guy that like? Do you like do that like little wink and like finger thing to him whenever time you say?
It's all soft hands.
Hey, you want to relive that day?
Just give him your phone number one of these days.
Just walk over and slide him. Hey, get in my DMs, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like some dude. Like I don't want Frank to touch my dick. No, Robert. Robert's my guy.
Rob's off today. I'll wait.
Yeah, I'll stay here, bro. I got a punch card, and I'm one fucking punch away from a fucking anal exam. So, wait.
What is that called whenever they go in your butthole and they fucking but like they do that fucking little prostate tickle to make you fucking just blow.
Oh, that milk your prostate? Come on. What are we kids?
Couldn't think of it at the time. I've only done that never. But I am curious though. Like, how good can it be?
Yeah,
I mean,
it probably pretty good.
Depends on how good the doctor is.
Yeah, I've been pretty curious. Like, there's been times when I was like jerking off and I was all fucking coked out, and I'm like, I wonder what happened if I stick my finger in my ass. But I never do it. I'm like,
no,
I thought that was going a whole other way. I was like, oh, wait for it.
That doesn't mean I'm gonna do it. I'm never gonna do it. We don't need to throw it out there, right? Like, yeah.
Just tickled the butthole, or what?
Is it gay?
It's not. If it's your hand, it's not gay.
It's masturbation, right?
Yeah, like if you're standing there jerking it and like you yell through like the bedroom door, like, "Hey, Steve, come in here and tickle my butthole," then you might.
That's pushing it.
Yeah, but if it's just you alone and like you're blowing kisses to yourself in the mirror while watching porn, tickling your butthole, I don't think that's gay.
The rule with that is that if you guys high five afterwards, after the load is blown, it's not gay. It's like a bro moment.
That's not gay.
Yeah,
that was
high five the mirror.
Yeah, that's all that's missing is a high five or fist. You know, hey, fist me, bro.
Hey, man, good job.
Like that.
Yeah, that's not gay at all.
What if you like fist? What if you fist and then you're like, yeah.
That's a little gay.
But do it to each other.
Yeah. I can't.
We're just smell like. But yeah, so I'm on a TSA watch list. That's pretty dope. Traveling in and out of the country is pretty hard. It was really hard because I was banging this chick in Mexico for a while, and I flew back and forth from Mexico 5 times in a year.
I don't think that was to see her. I think it was to see that TSA guy.
That just sounds like a great fucking weekend, though. You get your asshole checked, and then you go get laid, and you go back, you get your asshole checked again. Yeah. You're like, am I good? Am I clean? What's going on?
You have the best airport experience, I think, out of anybody. Then if that's the case.
No, it's true.
Everyone else is like, man, this fucking line's taking forever, and Dallas is like, I'm about to hop out this line, and I'm going to cut you eventually.
Yeah.
And have a fucking smile on my face.
Yep. It's and I just don't shower for like a week so that it's nice and stank when he gets in there.
Oh yeah.
Like I used to like my dad smokes weed, right? And he fucking like he gets fucked up and all this shit. Like when my dad found out I sold weed when I was 16, he offered me a better price. Like he didn't get mad. He was like, "You sell weed, bro?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" But when I was younger,
he's like, "Hey, what's this QP in your closet?" Oh, well, I mean, it's weed. How much you pay for it?
Exactly.
Like $320. He's like, I'd have ground your ass. I'm like, well, I mean, and then he's like, I can't believe you spent that much on some weed, man. I got the hookup.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the plug, dog. But when I started smoking weed when I was like 10 or 11. And I remember I would come home. I started smoking cigarettes when I was like 9. And I would come home, and every time I'd come home, my dad would stop me at the door and be like, let me smell your breath and let me smell your hands. Every time. And I'm like, bro, you get fucked up. Like, now looking back, I was like, what the fuck? He's like, son, I was just trying to be a good dad. I'm like, should have been there more. That start.
Leading by example helps, too.
Yeah, but what I would do is I would jog home, So from wherever I was at, I would just run home and work up a sweat and get my hands in my pits and touch my balls and all that. And so my dad would be like, "Yo, let me smell your hands," and he would get like this close, like, "Ah, you smell like shit, boy. Go get in the shower." I'm like, "All right."
Hell yeah, that works.
Wow, you just admitted to making your dad smell your balls.
He just said he wasn't there, so kind of.
Oh yeah,
right?
it's like payback then.
Yeah.
I've told him this before, and he's like, "Really?" I was like, "Absolutely. You smelled my asshole on many occasions."
Many times.
Like,
There's no worse than like, yeah.
I heard root beer works. If you like put your hands in root beer and all that shit, it usually just kind of takes it off. It works on your breath if you're like drunk from like whiskey or gin or something that's like really strong. Chug a little bit of root beer, it kind of neutralizes it for a moment. It's not like
you think it's like the sarsaparilla in there or something like the fucking.
something. Maybe it's just a stronger smell, but then that
Just do what Ludacris says and keep a packet of mustard in your car.
Is that what it is?
what?
Yeah.
What he said in one of his songs.
I was
See-
like, I thought you had details. I was like, what?
No. In the song, you say keep a packet of mustard in your car. Help you pass the breathalyzer.
See, I have 3 DWIs, so I
Damn.
wasn't any good at it.
Did you
But
have mustard?
No, well, I don't
There
think
you
the
go.
mustard would have helped because they found me sleeping in my car naked.
Oh,
It's the naked part.
I know somebody else who fell asleep in their car and woke up to police officers, and he got a DWI because he fell asleep in a fucking KFC drive-through line.
Okay, see, here's what I got mad about. I was parked in like I was in an empty parking lot. I was parked perfectly, seat leaned back, crashed out. But I wasn't wearing pants.
You had
or
the key in the
underwear.
ignition too, didn't you?
And I had the key in the ignition. But I got that one knocked down to an obstruction of a roadway, which is pretty dope. But when they asked me where I was going, they're like,
Not
"Where are
in
you
public
headed?"
nudity, huh?
Yeah, I was in my car. No, I wasn't in public. But I told them like where I was headed was my punishment for my first DWI. That was my second one. And my first DWI, my punishment was SWAT program. So I used to go to the jail and cut the lawns Saturday and Sunday morning for 8 hours, and that was my punishment. So apparently I told the cops, I was like, "I'm on the way to SWAT program." And they're like, "You're headed to your punishment for your first DWI, blackout, drunk, and naked." And I was like, "Yeah,
I wasn't going to be if you guys would have left me sleeping.
Yeah.
yeah." Like, thanks for waking me up. I almost missed it.
Just like, what time is it? Throw the keys and start the. I'll meet you at the jail.
Yeah,
We'll do this
but
there.
then like, yeah, he made me get out of the car, and it was raining, and I'm literally pulling my shirt down, like trying to cover my balls while cars are driving by. It's Sunday morning,
God, it's
and,
so
and I'm just like,
embarrassing.
"Sir, please."
There's just like family that drives by, and that's why we take you to church.
Yeah,
Right there.
exactly. You see that? See that right there? That's what I don't want you to be. And now I don't drink. It took 3 DWIs.
Fuck.
But
Yeah, I knew you
some
didn't
people
drink.
never
I
learn.
knew that much that you didn't drink, but I mean, I
Yeah.
guess nobody just stops because you know what? I don't like having fun.
no, I was so good at it that the government told me it's enough. We
Yeah.
get it.
I quit drinking for the fuck of it for like 2 years.
True.
I just woke up one day and was like, I'm not gonna drink anymore.
Yeah,
For 2 years.
And honestly, I haven't had to wake up and apologize to anybody. And that's the
Unless-
greatest feeling. Because I used to wake up and be like, I don't know who's mad at me, but I'm
someone's-
pretty sure someone is, and they have a very, very valid reason.
I have a problem actually.
Hopefully they don't
Yeah.
have it on tape.
Oh,
I
they
have a-
did.
I have a really bad problem. I've hit things and just drove off before.
Many times.
Yeah. And
Really?
Yeah.
God damn, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're making me feel like I was a fucking angel. Like everything my parents ever told me about me being a bad kid, I feel like I should just play this for them and be like, see? I wasn't
yeah.
that bad.
Absolutely. No, I've done some really stupid things.
Damn.
I've
The
hit
worst thing I ever did
I
was
ran
like-
over my own parents' mailbox one time backing out. And I just drove off and then came back home. They were like, "How did this happen?" And my drunk ass, like the next day, I was like, "What happened?" I didn't even
Dude,
know.
what happened to your mailbox?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is why you guys need cameras.
I was downtown on 6th Street one time, and I've been playing a show as DJing, and so whenever you're DJing, you're up there for an hour, and all people want to do, the better you're doing, the more people want to bring you drinks and shots because they're easy to take. And so people are just bringing you shots, and it's like, you know, when you get super fucked up sitting down, and then you stand up and you're like, oh shit. That's how it would be all the time downtown. And I remember seeing this bum outside of the place we were playing in the alley sleeping. And I didn't remember this until later when people showed me videos. And then I remembered I went outside. This dude was asleep. I took off my shirt. I got down behind him and cuddled him. I mean, when I say I cuddled him, you guys, I spooned him, grabbed him, and pulled him in like resting
homeless teddy bear.
Yeah, like resting my face on the back of his neck, and I was cuddling him. And people were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "He needs love." And he woke up. Right, he comes to.
That's like, not the point in life where you're like, "I got to stop drinking." You needed the.
Oh no, 3 years after that. But he woke up. And this is the greatest part, and it's on video. I need to see if I can find it. But he wakes up and he turns and he looks at me. He's like, "What is going on?" And I put my finger to his lips and I go, "Shh, shh, shh, shh." And I shushed him back to sleep. He went back to sleep, and just in my arms.
Yes, that is the best.
That's around the time I was like, God, I think I might have a problem.
Yeah.
I just watch it now. I watch my drinking. Like, if I'm doing mics or doing a show, I don't drink till after. That's a rule for me when I go out to do comedy. Now, if I'm going out, I just need to be more self-aware, because usually what happens to me is I get one shot in, I want 15 more, and I can't fucking stop. That's what happens to me. Like, I got
every time
no control.
So liquor is your Pringles?
Pretty much.
Once you shot, you can't stop?
And I drink whiskey on the rocks, dude. Like, sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I was drinking. I was just drinking straight whiskey, and that's when I first
I see a pattern.
When I very first started on the scene. I was doing open mics wasted, and I made a lot of enemies because I was saying really fucking stupid shit. Like I was saying I was like, oh, I'm the best there is at this shit. Oh, because I was making crowds laugh, and I would see other people not, and then drunk Dallas would be like, oh, you're the best. Like you're fucking a gift to the San Antonio comedy scene. And it wasn't until I was sober and actually saw real, because I was like, oh, most of the good comedians are like great comedians, they don't do the open mics. So I didn't know that, and so I had people fucking like hate me, and they should have, because it was the stupidest thing ever. Like, I was not funny. Half my jokes were fucking retarded. Like, I had one or two good bits. I mean, still do. And fucking, but drunk Dallas would be like, "You're the best in the world. Fuck everybody." And definitely not. And I would see videos of me on stage just slurring, like incoherent. And I was like you seen Beer Fest?
Yeah.
You know, when Barry Badgernath, like, he like thinks he's all cool, and he's like dancing with the chicks, and he
slap
like
and tickle
that hot chick, and it turns out, that was me. So I was like, I'm amazing, and I was like, you're dog shit. You are dog shit. People are laughing because it's ridiculous how bad.
It's bad. It is bad. I could imagine how much worse it could be. I think I was a little tipsy the very first time I went on, but the only thing that happened to me was I forgot my set.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, God damn it. And just walked
off.
That's
why
whatever.
Bitch.
That's, oddly enough, as weird as it sounds, that's why I don't write my bits out. Like, sometimes I'll write ideas and write tags and punches and stuff like that, but when it comes to what I'm saying on stage, I never write anything, because if I write out a bit, then I feel like I'm delivering it robotically. It just doesn't come off right. And then if I get off a little bit on one thing, it'll fuck up the rest of because it's like this choreographed dance, and I'm fucked up. Whereas like the way I do material now is like I have an idea, I have a concept, and I have a whole bunch of tags.
Yeah.
And so I'm able to sort of like move tags around. Like, I'll use other tags from other jokes during certain jokes and just like kind of juggle it all around.
Rebuild it.
yeah, and just like after you say something 1,000 fucking times, it just gets ingrained the way it should be, like the funniest way it can be conveyed. And so like the Splash Town bit, like I have six fucking hundred tags for that, and then I have the essential, like the story, and so I can sort of riff and play with that, and that's
Trying to make it come off more organically.
yeah, exactly. And that's what I've always felt like. I feel like an audience connects with that more if it feels organic. If it feels like you're just at a party making your friends laugh. Like everybody's done that on comedy. You don't have a fucking script in front of you when you're like, "Oh, hold on, I got this one for you." No, you're just like riffing with your friends. If you can do that on stage, I feel like you are going to bring the audience in. Like now they're listening to you a little bit more. And that's always been my thing. But before I did comedy, I was like I said, I DJ'd for years, so I was comfortable being in front of crowds. And then I was a corporate trainer for the Alamo Draft House. So like I had to talk to like big ass fucking audiences with like my name and information behind me on a fucking movie screen, weird shit like that. And then growing up in like a Mexican household, like
there's already 50 people there.
Yeah, drunk Mexicans, if they think you're funny, like, hey, Mieto, come here, tell some jokes, get over here. And I'm like, all right, what do you call the hooker with the runny nose? Full. And and that was like 9-year-old Dallas, and they were completely okay with that. Yeah. They were like, yeah, you just said she drinks too much cum, you get it. And I was like, I don't even know why that's funny, but I know y'all are laughing.
Yeah, they like it. They like it. The Mexicans do have a raunchy sense of humor, but I don't think it's expressed in the comedy as often. There's like a couple, like older comics right now, like in Spanish only, that can be very raunchy, but you don't see it that often anymore. But then like naturally when you're like out and having your party in the front yard, that's when they're the raunchiest.
Yeah. And that's
why I'm comfortable.
Yeah, and that's why I do good in bar. Like I can do great at bars, but like being raunchy and sort of my style of comedy, like it's stopped me from getting work at like in the club at LOL and stuff, because they're like, you just say fuck so much. Like you need to say fuck so much, and I was like, no, like I don't, because my jokes aren't necessarily dirty. It's not that I have a bunch of dirty, like filthy material. It's just I cuss a lot during it, and I don't even notice I'm cussing. It's just coming out. And so at the Tiger, Jay Whitecotton, he has a thing for me right now where he's told everybody that runs it, he's like, Dallas is not allowed to cuss during his sets, just because it's a training exercise for me. I need to get better at conveying what I have to say without cursing, because I don't need to curse. I just do it. It's an for me. It's a but. It's a bad habit. And so if I can stop doing that, then it's a little easier for like Kevin at the club to be like, okay, well, I can put you on, because I opened up for Paul Verzi, and I mean it was fucking packed crowd Saturday night, and I went up and I did my material, and I mean I did like great. They were fucking, I was killing. I was doing great. The crowd was laughing. But when I went out, Jeff, the manager, is like, hey, why do you have to cut? Like next time you do that, don't cuss so much. And he's like, you did great, but like you don't know if the comedian you're opening up for, if that's what they like to do. So now you just set the crowd up for something that's necessarily like not like the guy that went on after me, the opener of the feature. He wasn't dirty, so he's doing like jokes about his like mother-in-law and shit like that, and right. I was just doing like dead princess jokes and like Splash Town, like cussing a whole bunch. And I had a girl come up to me afterwards, and she was like, hey, don't take this as like a diss or anything like that. Like, she's like, I think you did great. I just don't think that you should be first. She's like, you were a lot to be the first one up. And I was like, I get it.
You're like, I know, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, you definitely need like to ease into it. It's like butt sex. Like, you just want to finger first, and I was sort of just like a little chode.
Fisting?
See, my first time, I had one of those little plugs, those toys or whatever. Like,
yeah.
I couldn't just go right in. I can't just jam in there. And I don't know if you know this, but butt sex is like, it's a patience game.
And I was with a girl. I don't know if she'll see this, but oh well.
Probably.
I was with a girl, and she like put her own finger in her butt while I was hitting it from behind, which is hot, right?
Yeah.
So afterwards, we're like cuddling in bed, and she kept rubbing my face, like she kept playing with like my facial hair, and like I was sort of like, but I wasn't gonna tell her like, hey, how about you go wash your fucking hands? And I just let her do it, and I mean, we're talking 45 minutes of like rubbing my face.
Jesus Christ!
And like
getting the stank off.
Could just turn over a little.
Was it like her whole hand or just the finger she put in her butt?
It was the whole hand, but she's leading with it.
Oh, yeah,
it's the only thing you could feel too.
I was like, that's the finger. Every time we would come close, I'm like, yep, that's the one. That's one I think.
Yeah, I can smell it.
And I didn't, like, what do you say? Like,
I'd be like, hey, stop touching my fucking face with the shit hand. Like, I'm not rubbing my hands all over your face with your pussy juice everywhere. Like,
I hear women love a direct man, so that's one way to start.
Yeah. How about like as soon as you were done, you're just like, hey, don't, like, if she goes to like, after she's done, she goes to like put her hand down to get off of like all fours out of doggy style. You like smack her hand out of the way, and you're like, hey, you wash your hands first before you touch anything.
Bro, she put one of my pillows underneath her, like while we were fucking, and I'm like, remember what pillow that is, because she's touching it with her hands. She's sitting on it, like. My daughter sleeps in my bed sometimes. Like she takes naps.
This guy is talking about this, but like 30 minutes ago, he was talking about how fucking savage he is and everything.
I'll choke you.
I draw the line at dirtying my linens.
Yeah. I'm a savage, bro, but I'm not disgusting. Like,
yeah. I'm a savage, but I'm clean.
It was just the thing about. Like, and I let her do it, and I didn't get pink eye. I'm fine. But while it was happening, I was like, oh no, like, but it happened.
It did happen.
It's weird. Like,
I had touches your eyeball with shit finger.
Pretty much.
You have pretty eyes.
I had a chick ask me like what I was into. And like I was really thinking about it, and like I'm really like whatever a chick is into, like whatever you're into, it's going. But I just told her, she was like,
"You're a pleasure guy.
Are you into fighting? Are you anything?" And I was like, "I'm into finishing. Like,
let's do this.
However that happens, whatever we got to do, so that I can come. Like that's fine. It's really about you. Like,
have you ever been to one of those like sex clubs like that? What is it? What are they called? Temple of Flesh. Have you been there?
No.
Well, they hold it. I don't know if it's supposed to be a secret, but now it's going on this. It's supposed to be open like every first Sunday of the month, and they hold it somewhere. I don't know, but it's like on the northeast side of town. Because I used to bartend at a place where they all came in, and then we used to just throw events for them where like the dominatrix can go ahead and like spank the patrons and stuff like that, and then it starts getting them going. But it makes me think, like, how crazy were you already before you were like, I want you to punch me in the face and twist my nipples? Yeah.
Real crazy.
That doesn't seem like a second level thing. Like, you get jerked off, that's cool. Now I want to be spanked in leather. Like, there's got to be something in the middle.
I'm sure there is.
I've had chicks like tell me they like to be slapped. They like to be like punched. They like all this crazy shit. They're like, but don't choke me because I'll have a panic attack. And I'm like, that's the level. Like I can slap you in the mouth, but if I choke you, you're gonna have a flashback, like a flashback. I'm like, okay. So when a chick
those consent forms make sense.
And when a chick asks me what I'm into, I'm just like, finishing and you not telling your friends that was bad.
Just make a questionnaire, right? Where like question 1, do you like this? Question 2, do you like this? Give them like little options to check
like a
off,
survey.
And then at the very end, like make them sign it and be like, this is also a non-disclosure contract, so you have to shut your fucking mouth.
There's already an app out for that.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Nice. You can sue that motherfucker.
Did Pete Davidson really? Come out?
I don't know.
You've had to sign one?
I had to sign one. I had to like, what is it?
E-Verify?
Verified? No, it was like an app. She handed me her phone. She goes, "These are the things I'm okay with and the things I'm not okay with." And like I signed it at the end, and I was like, "I'm not even horny anymore."
I'm like, I was just giving her phone back and be like, "All right, you're not."
Yeah.
This already.
But
got,
I still did.
This already got beyond where I wanted it to go.
I still
I
finished.
would have
It
been
just took
so
longer.
into that because it's hard out here nowadays, man. Like with the Me Too movement shit changed the way I like flirt with chicks. I won't even approach a chick now because I'm like, I don't know what like. So like I go to a bunch of
I'm
raves.
just bad at talking to chicks, so I'm not wasting my time.
There's chicks running around in like their panties and like pretty much the panties and bras, and I've just in my mind I'm like they get hit on so much. Like if they want to talk to you, they'll come talk to you. So like I don't even approach women anymore. I don't talk to them. And if a chick were to come up to me and be like, "Hey, here's on paper what is okay and what is not okay," I'd be like, "Dope, you come with the fucking operations manual." Like,
you know, some of this is in Russian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, every guy's had that thing where you're like, go to do something with a chick, like butt stuff, for instance.
Right.
Oh, you always get that. No.
Yeah, like you go to. That's why I just place the thumb right over the butthole, and they'll swap the hand or like let you, and then next thing you know, you're like knuckle deep, and they're like, okay, I think she's into this.
Yeah.
No objections. We're good. All right, I'm gonna go.
I wish before we hooked up, she would just be like, okay, so here's the brochure. Here's what's on the menu. These are the off-menu items.
These are the desserts. This is the way to get me off.
Some are
yeah, like here's like it's like back in the day when you used to play video games. You remember Game Shark? Like it had all the cheat codes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like if I could get a chick's fucking Game Shark before I fucking started hitting it and been like, sweet, like circle A B in it.
Yeah, there's no awkward moments then.
That's so actually, yeah, I would be so down for a
What
chick.
if something she said was cool on the list and then you went to go do it and she was like, "Excuse me," I'd be like, pull out the manual and be like, "Excuse me, but right here on page 7 it says that you're cool with this, so back the fuck up."
Yeah,
That's the thing that got to me. So when I was doing that and I had looked at this app and I was like, I don't remember what I was okay with and not okay with. Like, fuck. Like, I was kind of hoping that, like, she could just have, like, a whiteboard in the back, and I was just kind of looking at it, like a bar menu, like, oh, we have these on special.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't remember. And
mood of the day, like
Yeah.
anal or like, yeah.
Like, don't ask for a Manhattan. It's not on the list. And you're like, no, you don't make Manhattans here.
But you have all the stuff.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. We're not that type of bar.
You have all the stuff.
Yeah. This isn't fucking BK, all right? Like,
yeah, I can have a Manhattan. I'm looking at one right now in pieces. Just give it to me.
Nope. All you can have is an old fashioned. That's it.
Yeah.
On the app.
Yeah.
That would be so dope. Like I would tell my friends about that. I'd be like, "Yo, this chick, she lets you know, like you can hit it now." Like I wouldn't even be mad. I want you to hit it. I want you to experience what I've experienced. Like,
Yeah. Dude, let's see if our lists match.
It's like Uber, like you get to rate her at the end. Like,
bro,
you can share on Facebook so that way other guys can do
It's
it.
just like little whips instead of stars. So like you get 5 whips. She was dope.
Yeah.
that's what life is turning into. Like they've talked about like, wasn't that a Black Mirror episode where people had their ratings above them? And like you knew how good of a person.
Yeah. I fell asleep through that episode, but I know what you're talking about.
Just that, but with fucking, and it'd be totally dope. Like there's no awkward moments. There's no like
Just get
weird
yourself
conversation.
a life-size doll. Do all your freaky shit to that, and then go do the bland stuff with a real person.
Talking about it.
I might not even go to the real person. Chris and I had this one time, this conversation in his car. We were driving somewhere. And I was like, I think I'm just going to get a robot, never get married. Fuck it. Like, they'll do anything. And
Yeah, I mean, that would be the
if they
ideal.
turn on you, then fuck it. I mean,
It's just like a real
it's
marriage.
just like a real, it's just like having a real woman.
Deactivated.
Yeah. Exactly.
So emergency button is the butthole.
Yeah.
Not even my robot's into that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. So that's actually, that'd be super dope. Because isn't that what the best thing about being in a relationship is? Like long-term relationship, you know what you'll do, what you won't do. You don't
What
have
you
to
can
like
get away
second
with,
guess.
yep.
That's the first couple times you're hooking up with a chick and it's that awkward like, I don't know if she likes loads on the face. And then a year into a relationship, you don't even have to just flip over and
you could always just bring that up right away so you know where you stand. Like, are we gonna make this a long term thing? Because if you're not into what I'm into, what's the point?
Yeah, but see, out here in the single guys fucking world, like I want to fuck you, and I don't really want a long term relationship. So I got to deal. So that awkward sex is every time.
Every time.
It's every time. It's
Every
that awkward.
time.
And sometimes you get a chick that just like, you can tell off the bat, like, oh, this bitch is a freak. That's what I love about like going on a Tinder date, and that's how I know if it'll be a good Tinder date is like within the first 30 minutes we're talking about sex, and she's like, oh, I like this, and I'm telling her what I like, and I'm like, oh shit, I think we're gonna fuck, and this is our like.
Isn't that the purpose of Tinder?
Yeah, dude. So this is a bit that I do, but it came from fucking real life. And a homie of mine, when I first got single and I was on Tinder, I was noticing every single girl on there says, not here for a hookup. Not here for a hookup. If you're looking to fuck, go to another site. And I was telling my homie that, and he was like, oh, you know what I do? He's like, I matched with them, and then once I match with them, I message them, and I'm like, hey, you need to go to another site. And he'll just start naming other dating sites and just be like match.com, fucking Plenty of Fish. He's like, these are all places.
Fellowships.com.
Yeah, Christian Mingle. Like, these are all places you can go, but I'm here to fuck. So, and he told me that, and I died laughing. And
I wonder if any of them actually turned around and was like, all right, let's do this.
You're right. I didn't know that existed.
You're right. I'm a piece of shit. We should sleep together.
But it's like such. I noticed when I started doing the bit, there's never been a time when I say that and people don't immediately like perk up and they're like, "Yeah, you're right." I'm like, yeah. They all say, "I'm not here to fuck. Go to another site," and it's like, no.
Yeah.
You go to another site.
Clearly you didn't see how Tinder worked. Okay. So
yeah.
You're gonna have to go ahead and delete that profile.
Go get out of here. Like, how many people do you honestly know that find love on Tinder? It's like,
I don't even know very many people who even have the app.
I didn't even know those words were ever going to be put together.
Yeah, Tinder love.
Tinder love.
That's there's a chick that I was hooking up with on Tinder and went on like 4 dates, and she was amazing, like super hot, super smart. Like, she checked all the fucking lists. I was like, oh my god, like I could go for this chick. And it was when I was freshly single, like maybe 6-7 months into it.
Right.
And I just, now looking back on it, I realized, because I told her after that, I was like, I like you so much. I really think this. And 4 dates in, and she just like ghosted me. And she was like, and then she came back. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna get back with my ex, which is a bullshit lie. But I thought about it, like, now that I've been single as long as I have, and I was hooking up with the chick, and she started hitting me with those like, I really like you. I just don't want you, like, if you're gonna cheat on me, and I was saying shit like that, and I was like, oh, I think I might have to ghost you. That might have to happen. Sorry.
For the record, I don't like doing it, but I've done it, and I'll do it again for sure. Ghosting for real.
Yeah. You know what?
It's the easiest way to avoid any conflict.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, like, I've realized, because it's happened to me and it sucked. Like, it really sucked. Like, it hurt. So I was like, fuck, I can't do that. So now it's like, look, you barely know this person as it is. You have to have one awkward conversation. And then that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah, like, it's not like breaking up with somebody where it's like they got to move their shit out, they got to come back, make multiple trips, like y'all have the same friends. It's like literally all me and this girl do is fuck, and we've only fucked a couple times, and if I tell her, hey, I don't want to see you anymore, like, pretty much it only has to last as long as it takes you to hang up the phone. Like, but I didn't ghost her. So then I'm like, I feel like a good person. I did the responsible-ish thing. Like, I told her, this isn't gonna work. I don't want to do this anymore. And then, yeah, it's really after you've said those words, it's really up to you how long you have to endure whatever awkwardness it is, because you can just.
It'd be instantaneous. I'd be like,
a video game is paused in the background while I'm doing that. So
yeah, it can be a 5-minute conversation.
Right back to it.
Really, it can be a text. I mean, you don't owe her more than that.
You don't know anybody's shit when it comes to that.
it's not like a relationship. Like a relationship, you can't just end like a year long or like 2 year, whatever, over a text. Like that's fucked up. But somebody you've hooked up with 3 or 4 times, that can literally be typing into a keyboard and then deleting her on all social media and blocking the number. You don't even have to get it back. You've said what you have to say. You don't need to hear the response, and you're less of a shitty person, I think.
For the most part.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you.
I've had people get angry and like start texting me all these messages like, fuck, forgot to block. I didn't even know there was a middle finger emoji until I did that. Yeah, I was like, what? I was more impressed about that than I was with what she said. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to endure that.
Yeah.
You can just block her.
Just be fucking done.
Yeah, for real.
It's so easy. And Apple makes it easy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And if she starts coming to your house, I mean, you can just get a restraining order. There's things you can do. Okay?
There's actions.
I love the dating advice on today's show.
It's great as long as you don't want to bang any of her friends. Now, if you want to bang her friends, then you gotta tiptoe. Oh man, I'm going through so many things, and I just this and that.
But what's your friend Cheryl doing?
Yeah.
She's a psychiatrist, right?
Yeah. So
I was just thinking about how many problems I had.
She's a masseuse, right? I got this crick. I mean, I've been carrying the weight of what I have to tell you for so long. It's so
I've been carrying this relationship since the first Tinder date.
So I'm gonna need her number. That's one thing I had to stop doing. Like growing up, I have like a close knit. I'm lucky enough to I've had all my friends almost 15 years. Like we all went to middle school, high school, and so over the years, I would just hop from like one chick in the group to another chick in the group. And I went to a wedding a couple of months back, and I literally, with them all standing around, I said it in front of them because I don't have a soul. But I'm like, man, there's 6 of you here that I fucked. And like y'all are all cool, and they're all friends. I mean, they knew. It wasn't like she didn't know I was just in a year-long relationship with one of her friends. Like she knew that before she let me put my dick in her, but that was on her.
That means that they're saying good stories about you.
That's very true.
That is the only thing I have going for me. My ex, when me and her were fighting, like we were like my baby mama and going through all this shit and like the kid, and we're like, I fucking hate you, I hope you die, all this stuff. She still was like, if it wasn't for the sex, I would have fucking left your ass years, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, dope. I didn't hear anything you said besides good sex. Like, that's all I heard.
Because that's all we care about.
Yeah.
Let's be real with
ourselves. Told you like 35
here.
Things that were wrong with you, but the one thing you heard was great sex.
That's all I heard.
Yeah.
Put that in the win column.
Yeah. And it's crazy. Me and her have such a good relationship now because of how fast I get over shit. Like, I helped her. She left me for one of my homies of 16 years. She only met him 4 times and left me for him because they were soulmates, right? And that's what she said. And a year later, they've been together a year. The other day I was over there at their house to see my kid, and I helped her cook him a steak.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You know? Got over it pretty quick.
Yeah,
and
dude.
here's the thing. He's got money, so I'm hoping they get married, and then she divorces him. Because I didn't have shit. We weren't married. So I hope they get married. I hope she divorces him and takes half his shit. And then I'll feel good. It's all, it wasn't all.
Then you start borrowing.
There'll be heartache, and your daughter, right? I mean, she'll be taken care of after all that.
Well taken care of.
Yeah.
They got mad money. Like they bought a $700,000 house in Lakeway.
We're family now. We've been talking on here for however long. You want to help make that happen? Let's get them to fall in love even harder and tell them that we'll support their marriage.
Oh, I do every day.
And then give it, 2 days. Start sabotaging little by little.
It's gonna happen on its own.
Just let it play out.
He's like, you don't know.
Like, I don't. This isn't anything I have to happen. And here's the other thing: is even if they do get married and like are in love forever and it lasts forever, which that's also good for me because I've noticed like I have so many friends that are going through like divorces and they're going through custody battles and they're brutal, bro. They're fucking brutal.
It fucking sucks.
Right now, since she immediately left me and was in love, like immediately in love, we've never gone to court. I don't owe her. I give her what I want to give her a month, child support. but like I'm not on any sort of documents. We didn't have any bloody custody battle. We're cool. We FaceTime.
Yeah, once they get married too, you don't have to worry about that shit ever again.
Yeah. So like it's all good. So my advice to anybody that's like got a kid and is about to get divorced, make sure hook them up with somebody else. Even if it hurts, help them get with somebody else and really foster the love. You know what I mean?
Share their pictures on your social media.
Aren't these two cute together?
Look at that.
Man, their picture in the same location we took our picture, theirs looks way better.
Yeah, way better. Help, pay for the hotel room for them to fucking, I don't know, hook them up.
Just be supportive.
You don't have to deal with anything. That's my best advice I can give to people.
I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
Wrap it.
I mean, it's
been about 2 hours.
Really?
It's been like an hour and a half at least. So.
Oh, okay. Well, you got anything else? We're about to wrap it up, and that always takes 15 minutes. So.
Yeah. Do you want to plug yourself, your social medias, any shows you might have lined up, or any ideas?
All shows fucking puts, but you can find me Facebook, Dallas Vann, my page on Facebook, Dallas Vann's Funny Ass. Go over there, watch some videos I got on there, throw them a like, throw them a share.
There you go.
Find me on Instagram at Salad Vann. So it's my first name backwards. Sallad. V as in Victor, ANN, Salad Vann.
There you go.
Yes, fucking share. Oh, I got all these fucking shirts.
You got these Wuhan shirts right now. How much are you selling them for?
I got all these. Bro, I'm selling for fucking 20 right now. But I mean, find me in a month or so when I have still have 24, and we'll cut a deal.
Remember, guys, Wuhan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah, dude, Wuhan, straight from the slums of Shaolin, my man.
Well, Dallas, it was good meeting you on my part. I know you guys have crossed paths a few times in the scene. Good luck on all your ventures.
Yeah, you're still working out there, man. You got to wash your hands. You have to wear a mask and shit.
I'm sure we'll see you at upcoming mics and clubs once this is all over and done with.
Definitely. As soon as if we get, me and some of the other comedians, if we get some stuff together and actually figure out what we want to do, and maybe if we can get LOL, talk to Kevin, if we can do something, I'll update y'all guys on all that info, so that y'all guys can promote that, and we'll just try to fucking keep San Antonio funny, bro.
Oh yeah, we are funny. We just need to be heard. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, now's the time. People are eating up content, bro.
Yes, they are.
No better time than when you're stuck at home and can't work.
Fuck yeah.
Yep, exactly.
All right, man. Well,
all right, Dallas.
It was good.
We appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Catch y'all later.
All right, man.